Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while I learn this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect out there scattered abroad. Push this truth on the four corners of the earth. Risk their lives and freedom to do so. It's the brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson, Everyone by the Sword of His Brother. Okay? And I'm going to be touching on this Third World War. Okay, this Third World War, that's basically begun, man. Okay, because by the time they announce it as breaking news, it's going to be crazy as hell all around the world, which is crazy now, but it's going to intensify. Okay? I should have got the article, but you had Trump saying, because you had, like, when the reporters asked him, do you think that there's going to be casualties, or do you think that something's going to happen? Right? I mean, not something's going to happen. Do you think American citizens could be destroyed or could be killed by the war? You know, because they're saying, like, basically you're hurting civilians and stuff like that over there. Don't you think that they'll do it here? And he's like, yeah, I guess that could happen. You know. And the answer is yes. It's not no guess. The troops are going to come over here. Okay, this is just the beginning stages, so it's, you know, not as intense. But it is intense because over 500, they're saying over 500 soldiers died, which I'm pretty sure is more than that. They didn't took out more than one leader out there. They took out the head, but they said that they took out 7 more leaders on purpose. They're targeting them. Babylon, okay, and Israel are targeting leaders in the Middle East on purpose, try to weaken them. Okay, they're doing it purposely. All right, so in return, Iran is attacking U.S. bases in these other countries. Okay, how long do you think it's going to be before they get the actual big dog? Okay, the whore. How long do you think it's going to be? They're not about to keep playing nice. Oh, maybe we'll get them tomorrow, or maybe we'll get them the day after. They want blood, man. Okay, they took it offensive. They said that when they were in the middle of negotiating, America attacked them. That's how these devils are. Okay? You don't want to come to our terms, whatever they came with, okay, we're going to attack you. And we know how Babylon is. They have ulterior motives. They do it for something in return. All right? So this world war is heating up, and people that are getting deployed look sad because they look like they know they ain't coming back. They know they ain't coming back. Okay? Some dude gave his son a hug. He about to die. All right? And then you got idiots out there. You shouldn't even sign up for that shit anyway. But you got goofballs out there. They said, I don't know if it's real because you got so much bullshit on the internet now, but they said some Jake went out there, looked like from the southern kingdom. They said on the meme or on the news article, he said he got out to the Middle East and said, where the hoes at? And he got discharged. You know? They sent them home. So, I mean, I don't know if that's real because as desperate as they are for troops right now and as bad as it is, I would think something like that is just like a, like a write-up or something like that. I don't know how the army works. I don't know how the army of Esau works, but I would think it'd be like a write-up or, some type of verbal counsel or something like that. But, yeah. Things are getting serious. They in a serious mindset. You got the commanders out there. I don't know how they call them. The majors, the corporals, the colonels, and all that crap. Some of those died too. I think they said maybe 2 of them died. And you got to remember, the numbers they put out to us is BS. Okay? Even somebody from the Middle East said that they control the media. Okay, so they put on it whatever they want. I'm going to go ahead and get some precepts because this Third World War is everything that prophecy said it was going to be. We said it before. That's what prophecy means. We said it before. Okay? I'm going to start off in the book of Revelation 11. And 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. Okay, that's talking about World War III. All right, it is coming quickly. It's here. Okay, is here. All right. And people is terrified. And the scary thing is, not everybody even knows the time we're in because nobody pays attention. Some people pay attention. I was delivering a load out in Arizona. And you had a Jake, behind me, listening to it. I look back, he tried to turn it down. Like, bro, I don't care. I'm listening to the same thing you listening to. But he looked scared. And that's going to be a look on a lot of people's faces. Okay, when these troops start getting over here. But this is all of the Heavenly Father, okay? He's controlling these kings. Let me get this. This is Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord, or the hands of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turned it whatsoever he will. Because the king's heart, his mind, okay, is in the hands of the Lord. The Lord controls these kings. The Lord is putting the spirit on Donald Trump. The Lord is putting the spirit on Netanyahu. Okay, the Lord has put the spirit on Putin. The Lord's put the spirit on Xi Jinping, if I'm saying that demon's name right in China. Okay, Kim Jong-un. All right, it's about to be all hands on deck. Yeah, China and Russia aren't going to just let the United States bully Iran around. Okay? They just closed the Strait of Hormuz. That's about to be big. All right? The Lord is doing this on purpose. Okay? He put the spirit on the minister out there to do it in Iran. Okay? I think they said they got another second in command now, which Trump is probably going to take him out too. We'll see how it goes. All right. Verse 2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but Yahweh pondereth the hearts. Okay, because these people think that they're doing their own free will. I'm going to take America out. I'm going to close the Strait of Hormuz. I'm going to bomb 5 cities. You're doing that because the Lord is working on your mind to do that. Okay? The Lord is working on your mind to do that, so that's why you're doing it. That's why it's being done. Okay? Let me get this next precept. In Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. And those are those ancient battles where they would have swords and shields. Okay? This time it's going to be different. It's not going to be, the same as it was in the ancient world. Okay? It's going to be much more severe. Okay? It's new technology. And they're going to use it. They're going to bring out all their arsenal. They're going to use it in the Third World War. Okay? They even have I was watching a while ago, they even have like an instrument to make you lose your hearing. And they actually were doing that with ice. But they got like the super ones for the military. They trying to take your ass out. Okay? They got robots. They got supersonic missiles, but they also have specialized tanks. Okay, I know a dude that drives the tank. It's not like we close or nothing like that, but I know him. I know him. And shit, low key, he looks scared. He looks scared, and I know him through the woman I'm dating. But yeah, I think he just got shit back out. I told her you should have gave him a hug, man. Because you're not going to see him again. You go over to that training to drive them tanks and all that. Nah, man. You drive that tank in World War III, you'll get blown up. Guaranteed. And it says, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Why I say burning and fuel of fire? Because this war is going to be nuclear. They've been talking about it all week. Okay? For the longest. It's not just, this week. Okay, they've been talking about it for the longest, and they about to pull out their little toys. They about to have a good time out there. Okay, the Lord about to put the spirit on them. And I don't mean literally, because they're going to have a horrible time. It's about to be a lot of death and destruction. A lot of casualties. Okay? I'm going to get ready to close in this, because this is the end result. They said this is a battle Armageddon. Armageddon, meaning mounted troops. Okay? Hebrew. Mounted troops. Okay, they're going to go over to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh's judgment. Okay, start killing each other. Right? The scriptures talk about it. Let's get it. This is my closer. Haggai 2 and 22. And I will overthrow the throne of the kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms. Who's going to overthrow the throne of all the kingdoms? Who's going to take all these kings down? Okay, Yahweh Shai. Okay, the Lamb. All right, he's going to take down all these kings, and it's not going to be hard. All right, and it says, and I would destroy it. And when you read, I believe that's Revelation 6, where it says he had many crowns on his head, he's going to be taking all these kings down. Okay, and when you got that crown, it means you got the victory. All right, the Lord's going to get the victory. Okay, we're going to get the victory through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay, it says, and I would destroy the strength of the kingdoms. Okay, what is the strength of these kingdoms? Their military. Okay, you can read about that in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. All right, it talks about when Yahweh Shai is going to crack them clouds. It says, of the heathen, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them, and the horses and their riders shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother. Okay? So the Lord is not going to just destroy them. He's going to destroy all their military equipment as well. Okay? And again, it talks about it in detail in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. Okay? And it says, I want to get this last part. It says, and the horses and the riders shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother. Why does it say that? Because they're going to actually be killing each other. Okay? They're actually going to be killing each other before the Lord makes his return. All right? That's why Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh's judgment. They're going to actually be out there killing each other. Okay, thinking that they're fighting for a good cause, but in the end, they're doing everything that the Lord wants them to do. Okay? So this third world war is just going to continue to intensify until it gets to the boiling point. The boiling point is Yahweh Shai cracking them clouds, all right? Destroying them. Okay, then he's going to make his way over here because he's going to start off in the Middle East, according to the scriptures. Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson. With that, I'm going to say shalom.